All right, the final game. Let's see the player one. What's going on here? Get him good here? What's the prophecy for Kitsune? Kind Emperor. So there's no plus buy, and there's no way to gain multiple provinces per turn. If you build the engine, the payoff could be if you play a soothsayer, you gain a gold, you stonemason the gold into two duchies, for example. That could accomplish something. Alternatively, it could just be like you play a bunch of kitsunes, you gain a bunch of silvers, you buy fiatum, and you rush down the fiatum pile. Hmm. I think I'm leaning towards thinking that kitsune fiatum without attempting to get deck control is better here, probably. You could definitely build an engine here. I guess the main draw would be Alchemist. You could also draw a Scholar, although Scholar plays awkwardly with both Alchemist and Ghost Town, which give you a large starting hand. Scholar plays nicely with a Merchant Camp if you have a way to top deck it, but I don't think you do. I guess you have like 5 Merchant Camps in hand and then just gain a Scholar to hand every turn off of Kind Emperor. That could be good. Play a bunch of Merchant Camps, play a Scholar, then do the rest of your turn. The upside of the engine, I think, is like you buy a province, you gain 2 duchies. But I'm thinking it just looks tough to get going. You play Kitsune a bunch, you gain more Kitsunes to your hand. Curse pile will empty. Kitsune will empty because even if you're hitting terribly low numbers, you can gain one for free every turn. Then you just rush down Fiatum, gaining a silver every turn off your Kitsunes. I think that sounds good. So I think I want to hit 5. Probably the best way to hit 5 here is just double silver. Could be silver Ghost Town as well. Is Young Witch any good? The Bane is Merchant Camp. If your opponent took a Young Witch, you could just take a Merchant Camp and leave it in hand every single turn as needed. I mean, that'd be fine. Young Witch seems not bad to me. Curses aren't nothing, but you're gonna get Curse with Kitsune, and I think Kitsune is the better card. I'm leaning towards either double silver or silver Ghost Town. Or just have the 5/2, that's fine too. Ghost Town gives me a 100% chance of hitting 5 once, right? I'll either have like the 5/4 or the 6/3 split. Because I'll see all 10 of my other 10 cards, or all 11 of my other 11 cards, which will have 9 money among them. Double silver gives me some chance of hitting double 5s. I think I'd rather Ghost Town. Gets me clean shuffle. I'll for sure get back around and find the Kitsune. Kitsune here, probably just a second Ghost Town for the time being. Makes sense. Here didn't find his Kitsune turn 3. Buying Ghost Town means he's 100% likely to find it here. Oh, is he gonna hit 7? I don't think so, right? No, he's gonna hit 6. 4 coppers and a Kitsune. I was worried that he's gonna hit like Stonemason for double Kitsune, and that would be quite scary. Okay, he buys another one. Uh, 3 is not a big number, being honest, but the bottom 7 cards have 6 coppers and a silver, right? So if I buy a Ghost Town here, I'm 100%. Even if I don't buy a Ghost Town, I'm like almost guaranteed to 7. Maybe I take an Anvil. I'm gonna want Anvil soon to gain the Fiatum. Oh my god, what have I done? So I didn't buy the Ghost Town because I only had a 1 in 7 chance of bottom deck and silver. Okay, thank goodness. I was about to be really upset with myself if I did hit the 1 in 7 chance of only hitting 6. 7 here is obviously nice because you can do this. I actually think I want a Scholar. I line up Scholar with Necropolis or any of the Kitsunes. I think it's better than just having another Kitsune in the deck. So yeah, I think the goal is curses get empty, Kitsune gets empty, rush down the Fiatums. I guess important note, I only have 1 silver in the deck so far. At some point the silver should come in off of the Kitsune, but I haven't exactly been too committed to the early silvers. Pretty sure the Stonemason should just trash curse and then I pass the turn. You can contemplate Stonemason Ghost Town into Estates, for example, or Stonemason into Stonemasons just for the early labyrinth points. I'm trying to end the game ASAP. I mean, maybe that's another plan to consider. Just the labyrinth points, then pile out Stonemason ASAP. Maybe that's even faster than the Fiatum. Problem is, I expect Yuri's going to be gaining 2 cards per turn pretty soon. So like best case scenario, maybe I win the split 8-4. That's only like 4 points worth. It's not a lot. I'm just gonna trash the cursive pass. Yeah, given this hand, I'm pretty happy I got that ghost down in play. Obviously, I'd rather play Kitsune first, but if this was otherwise just going to be a junk hand, I'm certainly happy to pitch it. If Yuri plays two Kitsunes, I'll gain one to my hand. If he doesn't, probably gain one to my hand at a later point in this turn. This draw, I have one more down there. I bottom decked a Kitsune. Not the end of the world. Oh, I could gain an Alchemist. How fancy. Probably shouldn't, right? I mean, the argument in favor of it is what? If I was going to gain a Kitsune to hand, why not just gain a card that draws me the Kitsune? But I think my game plan is going to involve just trying to lower the piles as quickly as possible, right? So why not lower Kitsune? Honestly, kind of forgot about the cursing for a second there. Yeah, so I think I want to give out curses more than anything else. Gain a Theatum. Stonemason for more of these. In turn. How many curses can you give me? We'll find out. I think I have a better position, but like these decks don't have any deck control, so I think there's certainly realistic possibilities that Yuri still wins this. I'm not sure whether I'm supposed to do curses or silver gains off of these kitsunes that are filling my hand. I sure want to give out the last two curses. If I expect to draw into more kitsunes, I'd rather, I think, gain silvers first and then do silver plus curse for the remaining ones. Maybe I split the difference and do one curse and one silver. And then if I draw into at least one more kitsune, I got all the curses. Okay, yeah, province makes sense. Ooh, well, that changes things. Don't need a scholar, do I? Okay, so let's do actions, give curse. Actually, undo that. Sorry. Too many choices. Actions, gain a silver. Hey, I'm up at 3 silvers. Actions, give a curse. Let's just play it safe and do it this way. Curse silver. Okay. Perhaps I've left myself in a slightly awkward position. Didn't take enough money to hit province. I do coins and a silver. I just buy duchy, I guess. I should have taken slightly more money. Obviously, I didn't know what I was going to draw, but given what I drew, I feel like the choices I made turned out to be suboptimal. I'm not sure if they were bad choices prior to seeing what I drew or not. They might have been. Should probably just be a duchy, right? Will Fiat be worth more than a duchy before this game is over? I've got like 5 silvers on my deck. Fiat could be worth more. I think duchy is safer. If the game goes longer, I think I'm in a good spot because then I'll have time to make the Fiatums work. What to do about this anvil in my hand? I like the anvil, but I think the best play here might just be taking a scholar and pitching the anvil to draw into all the other stuff that's even better. Let's do the ghost town first and see what we get. Okay. Yeah, I think scholar here just looks too good to pass up, right? Actions, coins, pitch, coin, silver, byproducts. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Gotta be careful here. These piles are gonna run really low with Knight Emperor. We're still close on points. It's unfortunate that this anvil keeps ending up in the hands that I plan on pitching. Maybe I just take an alchemist and draw two. Like if I take a scholar here and just do kitsune plus scholar, I'm pretty likely to hit 8. If I take an alchemist, probably gain at least 2 fiatums, which are worth a lot of points. And a silver. Double check the silvers. Gain the silver. 5 to 2 on silvers. I think the answer is scholar. There's also scenarios where this gets me. Maybe 2 fiatums, like I stonemason an extra kitsune. All right, I just got the bump. What was the curse split? I feel like I won it. No, it was 5-5. Goes town first. What do I gain to hand? Presumably just a kitsune. Transactions. Coins gain a silver. Pitch. Too much stuff in hand. I don't need this much good stuff. Unfortunately, I can't put a kitsune in hand here because they're empty. We'll see what Yuri does, but the best play here might be in a merchant camp to hand. Stonemason the duchy into 2 fiatums. If I draw a kitsune off the top, that'd be beautiful. Then I could do play kitsune for actions, gain just like any 5 cost to hand, stonemason the 5 cost action into 2 fiatums, hit my hand with scholar, and then keep the duchy. But I think even in the worst case scenario, merchant camp to hand, play merchant camp, duchy into 2 fiatums, pitch with scholar still seems pretty good. If Yuri takes a province here, I can't take the penultimate province, but I feel like duchy dancing favors me because I have backup source of points. I think my biggest risk of losing this game probably involves Yuri takes a province, I take a duchy and feed him or something, and then he takes the penultimate province and I just have a total dud hand. I'm led to believe he only has one stonemason, right? Yeah, it's 2 to 1 on those. I don't think he has any fancy stonemason tricks for piling out, if I'm not wrong about that. Piling the scholars isn't easy. He has no golds, and obviously trashing a province to gain 2 scholars is pretty painful. So there's an easy way for him to gain 3 of those in a turn. And none of the other piles I think are low enough to be big stonemason threats. What do you do? 2 estates. Okay, yeah, that's. I mean, it makes sense. You need the points, all the points you can get. I think is not a big threat, right? Town and a province. Okay, so a second ago I said that probably means gain an action to hand, right? Yeah, actually, I should gain a scholar to hand, right? If I gain a scholar to hand, cash it into 2 fiatums, and manage to draw into 7 money, I can empty scholars for a win. Seven? That is 7. That ended up being a fairly interesting kingdom, all things considered. Although I feel like probably the main reason I won was just slightly better early draws. Being player 1 versus player 2 makes a big difference. Like, I imagine player 1 with the 5-2 and getting to open kitsune, you'd probably win the curse split. Whereas even with the 3-4, I managed to keep it to 5-5. I don't think Yuri made any clear errors there or anything. All right, finally won my first championship.